Hello, hi, gigpreneur. What's going on? Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm somebody who helps folks start a little side business online, and we grow it using social media. Say what? I'm no expert. Sheena, what's up? I'm no expert, but I was in the corporate world, in the mortgage industry for the longest time, and my pancreas shut down, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on, and that really stings. So I got redirected to this whole online space, learned it, implementing it, and that's where you come in. If that resonates with you, go to sidegigshawn.com and answer a couple questions there. I'll reach out and we'll have that conversation. What's going on? Hey, is it getting cold where you are? Sheena! It's kind of getting chilly out here. I'm not going to lie to you. It's getting a little chilly. And you know what? Some of you East Coasters are going to say, oh, you don't know cold. California doesn't get cold. But let me tell you, I was in Michigan for 5 years, so I definitely know cold, and I don't like it. But oh, it starts. Um, but California cold is different than East Coast cold. Um, you just have to experience it to understand. Once you do, you'll agree with me. Every person who's been from East Coast and experienced the cold in California says, yeah, it's different. Because cold and over there, like East Coast is like, I don't know, 20, 30. Here, when it gets 58, 55, it's cold. Like, I know it sounds weird, but you just have to experience it. Dolphin Duet, what's up? How are you guys? Blasts from the pasts. Yeah, I got a great story for you tonight. Um, if you don't know, now you know. If you're a vet to my lives, you know this already. If you're new, well, you're going to learn now that I love stories. I love to collect stories, meaning you telling me your story and me reading other stories. And and I love to tell stories. Not that I would tell anybody else's story if you don't tell me. If you tell me don't tell anybody, I'm one of those guys. I don't leak like ever. So, but when it comes to like stories, I love true stories. If there's a true story, I'm all over it. I love it even more. So this one, I know you know this person. Almost everybody should know this person, I think, especially if you're from US. But funny fall while she was filming with a broken heel went viral. And the funny thing is that this person is an actress and she fell literally into her first leading role. I'll tell you who it is. So she fell on a set she fell on sets everywhere, on auditions everywhere. She was born to a theater actress and a lawyer. Have you guessed who this person is yet? And she actually didn't dream of becoming an actress. She would just follow her mom around and watch her perform and try to like duplicate her, and at first audition, like all the directors would like smile, like they wouldn't want her because she seemed so clumsy and she was tripping everywhere. um, and she was tripping everywhere, right? And she was laughing nervously. You haven't guessed yet, have you? Well, one day, one day, on her way to a shoot of like a small film, Anne Hathaway heard that Gary Marshall, the director, is looking for a new actress for the movie Princess Diaries. She got by somehow she got a meeting, but she was a nervous wreck. She was so nervous going to this meeting and audition that when she was sitting in front of Gary, um, she was so nervous that her legs were shaking. She was fidgeting. She was really nervous. In fact, she was so bad that she literally fell off the chair, off the chair in front of them. And Gary said, "This is the girl. This is the real princess. She's clumsy enough um, to be the perfect girl for the movie. It's exactly what the movie needed." She literally fell into her first leading role, and then she becomes America's, favorite and sweetheart, and everybody loves her, right? Pretty cool story, right? You gotta fall in order to succeed. She took this a little too literally, right? And yeah, she definitely fell into success. However, let me ask you a question. You're born into a family, your mom is an actress, right? Hollywood actress. And then your dad is an attorney, right? You're following your mom around and all this stuff. You don't even want to be an actress, right? You're just trying to copy your mom, right? And then you're clumsy. You fall. She would drop like scripts, like they would give her scripts, and still to this day, like she's clumsy. She drops things. She falls all the time. Who would have thought that, right? And yet this person is just. I think the takeaway that I like to use for this is that she is so authentically real, like even at the most critical point of her life, the leading role, right? Isn't that amazing? Like she's just herself, nervous, clumsy. She falls off the chair. Come on. How many of us would wrap things up and say, okay, well, this is not for me. I'm out, and just stop? How many of us would not even go to that audition? How many of us would walk out before even trying? The funny thing is, all these stories are about overcoming um, your comfort zone, overcoming something that would be normal to choose, but overcoming that and really fighting it, right? And then at the end, we celebrate them. Somehow we don't want to be that story. Lubito, how are you? Somehow we don't want to be that story ourselves. I'm working to become one of these stories. I really am. A long time ago, a while back, somebody said, work, and this was live in person. This person told me, said, you know what? Work hard that when they write your name, they use an asterisk above your name. which means results may vary. I love that. Work for that asterisk. I like that. So hey, this is a great person, real, transparent, and so much to learn from her, right? From her success, and at the same time from her falls. And to this day, still she drops scripts. She falls. She's clumsy, right? And hey, even with all those imperfections, she looks pretty perfect to us. Meaning, you really don't have to play that perfectionism. You know what I really like to use now. I actually use it. I think yesterday or today on my fun fact for my customized, personalized vitamin pack. Come on, it's got my name on it. Like, how freaking awesome is that? Anyway, I digress. But I use this, I think yesterday or today, and it's, I said, I'll take progress over perfection any day. Think about that for a second. I would take progress over perfection any day because I have found that you just can't be perfect. There's always something else you can fine tune. So if that's the case, you can't always be perfect. Why don't we just all commit to progress? You know, and hey, maybe you fall into your leading role. Who knows? Maybe it wasn't even your dream, but now it is. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And yeah, if you comment, always go back and check them no matter what platform. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So, oh, and if you're not following me, I mean, I don't know why, because I'm pretty awesome. I'll tell you all day. You can follow me on all these platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who helps folks like you, like me, to start a side gig online. And we use social media to grow it. I'm not an expert. I never thought I would end up here. I was a corporate guy for many years, working many hours and many days a week. But my pancreas shut down and it quit on me. And it left me unemployable, which means I can't even get a job with what I have. And um, with nothing to fall back on. And that really sucked. So I had to redirect, you know. I always say, you'll hear me say often, we don't get restricted, we get redirected. I got redirected to this whole online space, and now I kind of learned it. I implement it myself, and I help folks like you to start a side gig online, and we use social media to grow it. So if that resonates with you, you like the idea of it being flexible and cool and pretty awesome, and then go to sidegigsean.com, answer a couple of questions. I'll reach out and we'll have that conversation. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again.